Night one of the RNC directly countering the Democratic message. So what were the major takeaways?
Joining us now to discuss from the Young Americans for Liberty, Kristin Tate, and Democratic strategist Laura Fink. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Well, Laura gets her camera situated there. Kristin, I'll start with you. What was your takeaway from last night?
Well, the DNC last week really set a low bar, and the Republicans showed up prepared and ready to actually start this election. Last week, the DNC focused on kind of portraying Biden as this nice, empathetic guy. The RNC did not spend the whole time focused on Donald Trump last night. They focused on those issues that are most important to voters. What is this country going to look like after the election? They had some great speakers. Everyone brought something kind of unique to the table, but there was definitely a common thread throughout those speeches, which was the portrayal of a stark contrast of two different visions for this country. One is a country where you can have the freedom to work at a job you love and provide for your family, live in a safe community and be proud of your country. The other is a country where political correctness is prioritized over safety and security, where cops are being defunded, and where our history is literally being torn down. I thought Tim Scott was the star of the night. I love how he mentioned George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and COVID right at the beginning of his speech. And he said, our country will get through these hard times by embracing the American journey, not by, socialism and empowering bureaucrats in D.C.
Laura, what was your big takeaway from night one?
Well, if last night were a blues album, it would be entitled Venom and Rage, the venom directed at the Democrats, and rage, an undercurrent of anger throughout. I read the previews. I saw President Trump talking about this being about being uplifting, but I didn't see a lot of that in the speakers. I saw a lot of anger, and I also saw a lot of denial. You wouldn't even know we were in a pandemic with 30 million people unemployed to look at this lineup, because it wasn't just unbridled optimism. It was darkness. It was the American carnage that President Trump talked about in his inauguration speech, and it was radical socialism. If you were a suburban woman that was a swing voter, you were told that the suburbs were going to be abolished and that they were going to move people in that didn't look like you into apartments. It was all fire and brimstone and not a lot other than red meat for the
Laura,
base.
if I could follow up, isn't that fear, though, somewhat justified based upon what we are seeing currently in our Democrat-run cities, with the Democrats not really saying anything about it at their convention?
Well, I think that you would like it to be about that. But if you look at all the polling and what do Americans care about right now? They care about their health. They care about the pandemic. They care about getting back to work. They care about making sure that America gives them a job that keeps a roof over their head, food on the table, and have their kids safely back in school. Not a lot of that talked about last night. I don't think Americans even rate this idea that the cities are being pillaged and Rome is burning. It's an exaggeration. And I don't really think it plucks at the heartstrings of where swing voters say that voted for President Trump in 2016 and are taking a long look at Joe Biden are at.
I don't know if that's exactly fair to say, Laura. And Kristin, I'll give you the final word here. But just to follow up on that, I mean, we have seen crime rate statistics prove it in major cities across this country that have increased tremendously over the course of the last year, especially the last few months. We're seeing what's happening in Wisconsin right now. We're seeing those videos of vehicles being burned to a crisp. Take a look at your screen right now. I mean, Kristin, this isn't stuff that's being made up. This is happening in our cities.
Yeah, my fellow panelists may not think that these, descriptions of the cities literally burning are exaggerated. If she lived in Portland or in Wisconsin or in Chicago, if her business were being burned to the ground by angry mobs. Last night was not about Donald Trump or Joe Biden. This election is about two vastly different paths for this country. We need to celebrate America, what makes this country truly great, our values, our nation's history. And the Democrats, they want to plunge our nation into socialism. We're going to see probably more riots.
Fear.
All right.
We're going to see more of this lawlessness.
We got to leave it there, ladies. But way to get us off to a really hot and heavy start. Good stuff, Laura Fink, Kristin Tate. We appreciate your time this morning. And like I said, we're just getting started.
Thank you.